Hello children, how are you all? Welcome back to your EVS class. I hope so that you are doing the classwork and homework regularly. Children, see through the videos twice or thrice and try to understand whatever I am explaining, and also write down in a neat handwriting in your textbook as well as in your notebooks also. Okay children, as in the last class I have told you that we have completed the first unit of our EVS textbook. So today what we will do is we will just revise all the three chapters, and based upon that I will give you worksheet and that you have to solve it. Okay children. Now going back to lesson number 1. So our lesson number first was, the first unit actually was about me. About me includes your introduction, your body parts, your sense organs, everything related to yourself only. You and your body. So starting with the myself. Myself, what did we learn in myself? Can you remember children? So let me tell you in short. So in myself, first thing what you have to do is you have to introduce yourself. Introducing yourself includes greeting your elders, your teachers, your parents with polite words, saying your name. Then comes your parents' name, your mother's and your father's name. Also you have to see that you learn the spellings of your mother's and father's name to write it down properly. Okay. Then next is the age. How old are you? Your age, which class you are studying, which city do you live? Okay, the place where you live, your city, your village, or the name of your area, everything includes in your locality. Okay, then next, if you are having any pet, you have to include that pet in your introduction. If you have given your pet a name, then that name also you can say it in your introduction part. Next is your likes and dislikes. As I have said you earlier, your likes and dislikes includes your hobbies. Likes are nothing but your hobbies. So you should practice the thing which you like the most, so that you can be perfect in your talent and you can improve your talent. Okay, that includes your hobbies. That becomes your hobbies. When you do one thing repeatedly, that will become your hobby. Then children, one more thing in your introduction you have to say is your school's name. In which school you are studying, which school do you go to. So this was all related to your introduction part. Then as I said you, while introducing yourself, you should not say everything, your family details to the strangers. You have to see that you are only sharing your family details to your teachers or your parents, friends. You should not say the whole family details to your to any strangers. Okay children, this was about myself. Then next, it was related to my body. Then my body, our body is divided into three main sections you can say. First one is the head, next one is the neck, and next one is the trunk. So, starting with the head. The head has the hairs which is present above our head. Then the skull. Skull is the inner structure which gives the shape to our face. Okay, the next one is the face. What is your face? Your face is the physical feature which you are showing, or you can say it is just a flesh that is attached to the skull. So, skull is actually present inside. It is a hard bony structure. And you know one more thing, the brain that is well situated inside the skull, the bone of the skull is very hard, and that is why the brain is well protected inside the skull. Then next, face. Our face is having different parts such as the eyes, ears, nose and mouth. So regarding these functions, we'll see it later. Now your mouth. Your mouth, what do you do with your mouth? Yes? You eat with your mouth, right? Yes. And even you speak. So this mouth, it is having the lips, the teeth and the tongue. Two pairs of lips, the teeth and the tongue with which you taste. So this was related to the head. Next one is the neck. Neck helps to join the head and the trunk. It also helps to turn our head. If there was no neck, our head will directly join to our trunk and we cannot move our head from side to side or look up and down. So our neck helps us to move our head, turn our head up and down, sidewise, look up, look down. So neck is very important in joining the head and the trunk. Next part is the trunk. The part of your body from your shoulder to your toes. Okay, from the shoulder to the toes, it includes the all part will be coming inside the trunk. See, I have mentioned here the shoulder, chest, stomach, hands, legs. Okay, now let us go for hands and legs. Our hands and legs are also having different parts as I have told you. If you forget it, just go back through the video and revise it. Okay, so your hands are having different parts such as your elbow, your wrist and your hands. So this arms, it is having the elbow where your hand will bend. It is having the wrist and 5 fingers. Do you remember the name of the 5 fingers that I told you, children? Just try to remember it. What are the 5 fingers called as? Okay, I hope you are answering. Maybe at your home. Okay, let me tell you. The first finger, it is the thumb. This one is the index finger. The next one is the middle finger. Then this one is the ring finger. And this one is the little finger. Or you can also call it as pinky because it is very, very small. So this is regarding the hands. Now your legs. Even your legs are divided into different parts. The upper part of the leg is called as the thighs and the your legs bend at your knees. Then you are having the ankle and the foot. The foot is also having 5 fingers. Those fingers are called as the toes. Okay. Now children, I told you one more thing. Hands and legs. Both these are together called as something. What are they called as? Tell me. Yes, these hands and these legs are together called as the limbs. These both are together called as the limbs. You might have remembered I told you that animals are having 4 legs. Okay, the front 2 legs and the back 2 legs. Their front 2 legs are called as the forelimbs and the back 2 legs are called as the hind limbs. But here in our case, we call this together as only limbs, not forelimbs or hind limbs. Okay, that are related to animals, but not human beings. Okay, this was regarding the second chapter, that is my body. Now, the third chapter, that is the sense organs. How many sense organs do we have? We have 7 sense organs. Try to remember, do we really have 7 sense organs? No, we have only 5 sense organs. These 5 sense organs helped us to combine with the different parts of our body, and our body works like a machine to do different works. Okay, so let us see the 5 sense organs. The 5 senses, you can say, they are the sense of sight. Sight means seeing. The sense of hearing, that is to hear. Then the sense of taste, that is tasting. Then the sense of feeling, or you can say touch. Then next one is the sense of smell, where you can smell. So the different organs are included in these senses. Okay, so first one is the eyes. What does our eyes help us to do? Yes, our eyes help us to see the world around us, to see different things, to see the danger that is coming near to us and to protect ourselves from some danger. So eyes are very important for us. Next one is the ears. What do our ears help us to do? Our ears help us to hear different sounds. They help us, if someone is calling, you can hear through your ears. Then they help you to listen to the music. They help you to listen to different sounds of the vehicles. Okay. Then next one is the nose. What does our nose help us to do? Our nose help us to smell. It helps us to smell different delicious food that your mother cooks, the different flowers, which are grown in your garden. Okay, then next one is the skin. What does the skin help us to do? The skin help us to feel. We can feel with the help of our skin, whether a substance is hot or it is cold, or when we get hurt by some needle or something, or we cut by a knife, then the skin tells us that we are hurt. It helps us to feel different things. The ice is cold, the teddy bear is very soft. All these things can be known only with the help of the skin. Then next is the tongue. As I told you, the tongue helps you to taste different things. It helps you to eat the ice cream, the sweet chocolates. It also tells that bitter gourd is very bitter, which you don't like to eat, right? Okay. Now these are the 5 sense organs. I have already told you what they help us to do. Now let me revise in short how we should protect these sense organs. I have already taught you it in the last class. This is just a revision. So try to remember, children, and tell me how these 5 sense organs, how we have to protect or how we have to keep it safe. Then next, eyes. How will you keep your eyes safe? Yes, you should not look at the direct sunlight. To improve your eyesight, you should eat carrot and green leafy vegetables. Remember, in the last lesson or in the last session, I told you what these carrot and green leafy vegetables are rich in. They include some very good vitamin which is helpful for the eyesight. If you don't remember, you have to find it out. I'm not going to repeat it again. You have to find it out on your own. Okay. Then you don't have to put any sharp object. Do not put any sharp object inside your eyes. Okay. Then next one is the ears. You should not clean your ears by yourself using a pin. Do not put any sharp object inside your ears. As well as you should not listen to very high volume or high music. Okay, then next one is the nose. Nose, you have to clean it regularly and you do not put any sharp object inside it. Then you also see that you avoid direct injury to your nose. Okay, if your nose is bleeding or something, you have to approach your parents so that they can take care of you. Okay, you yourself don't try to do anything harsh. The next one is the skin. How can you take care of your skin, children? It is very easy, as I told you. Yes, you have to bath regularly. Okay, then only your skin will be clean. Otherwise, what will happen, you know? You will get some other kind of infection, or you might contract some skin disease due to some infection. So, to avoid all these things, you have to clean your skin. You have to take bath every day. Then tongue. While brushing your teeth, you have to clean your tongue also. Okay, so these were the 3 lessons that we have studied. Now, based upon these 3 lessons, I am going to give you the worksheet. This worksheet, I will be explaining it to you, and then you have to write the answers on your own. Okay, children. So, this is the worksheet that I am going to give it to you. So, I will explain this worksheet and you have to try to solve it on your own. Okay, already I have explained you the whole 3 lessons. This is just a type of revision for you. Okay, now see here, the first page of the worksheet I have already shown it to you. Now, let me read out the questions to you so that you can understand it and you can write down the answers. The first one, the first page, or you can say the first sheet, it is just a type of fill in the blanks which is related to yourself. Okay, what you have to do is you have to just fill in the details on this worksheets. Okay, children, this worksheet you have to take a printout. Okay, take a printout and then you have to solve it. Okay, then the first one. Hi, my name is. As I told you in your introduction, the first thing that you say is your name. So you should write down correct spelling of your name here. Then I am dash years old. Okay, how old are you? What is your age? That should be written here. Next, my birthday is on. Everybody, you all are very excited about your birthday, isn't it? So you might be knowing your birthday. So you have to write your birthday date in this space here. Okay. Then next, I am from dash country. Children, you tell me which country do you belong to? Yes, or which country in which are you staying? Yes, we can proudly say that we are Indians. We live in India. So, I am from India. You have to learn the spellings also. Without learning the spellings, don't write it down. See that you write correctly and neatly. Okay. I am from. Write the name of the country in which you are staying. Then next, I live in dash city. What is the name of your city in which you live? Yes, children? Do you live in Delhi? No. Then in Bangalore? No. Then where do you live? Yes, you live in Dharwad. So you have to write here. I live in Dharwad. Okay. Then next, there are dash people in my family. See children, there are different number of people living in different families. Some families may be small, some families may be very big. So in a small family, there might be only father, mother, and one children or two children. Okay, but in a large family, there might be grandparents, uncles, aunts, your cousins. Everyone will be living in a one family. So depending upon the family in which you live, here you have to write the number of people living in your family. Then next, they are dash. Who all are the members that live in your family? If you are only father, mother and yourself, write down father, mother and myself. If you are having your brother or sister, write down your brother or sister. But if you are having a large family member, write down here, that is grandparents, uncles, aunts, my cousins, everything you have to write down who all are there in your family. Then next, my father is a or an. What work your father does? If your father is a doctor, write he is a, my father is a doctor. If your father is working as an engineer, write down my father is an engineer. So you should know what occupation your father and mothers are involved in. This all comes under your self-introduction. Okay, children? So you have to write here, my father is an dash. What occupation or what work your father is doing, you have to write here. Then next, my mother is a or an. What work your mother is doing? If she is a homemaker, write down here. My mother is a homemaker. Okay. If she goes for working, write down. My mother works as a teacher or my mother is a doctor. Okay. What work they are doing, you have to write it down here. I am a student at dash. Okay, children. I am a student at means what? Where do you study? What is the name of your school? The name of your school should be written here. Then next, my favorite subject is. You all study different subject in your class. English, Maths, EVS, Hindi, Kannada. There are different subjects in which you study. But everyone is having one subject particular in favorite. So, which subject you like the most? That you have to write it down here, okay? My favorite sport is, see children, some children like to play badminton, some children like to skate, or some children like to play football. Every child or every person is unique in this world. We are all different from one another. Okay, the hair colors might be different, the eyes color, our skin color, everything is different from others. Okay, only the facial expression, facial features, or you can say our nose might be similar to our father or our mother. We can only in some way resemble to our parents, but not the same as it is to some other person. Okay, so your favorite sport, what do you like to play? That you have to write here. Then next one, I want to become a dash. What would you like to become when you grow up? Different children are having different ambitions. They like to do different kinds of work. Okay, some like to become a scientist, some like to become a doctor, some want to become a teacher. So what you like to do, that you have, what you want to become after growing up, that you have to write it down here. Then next, my hobby is, yes, now here comes your likes. What is your hobby? As I explained before also, I have explained what you like doing, that becomes your hobby, but you are doing it regularly, like you are painting, you are singing, you are dancing, or you are reading. These all are hobbies which you like to do every day. Without doing it you don't feel good, so that includes your hobby. So write down your hobby, what you like to do the most, that should be written here. Then, my favorite food is. What is your favorite food? All are having different choices. Some children like pizza, some children like burgers. There are some other children who like to eat nutritious food also. Those who don't like the junk food. For example, idli, dosa, some children like rice. So, what food you like to eat, that you have to write down here. Next, my favorite drink is. Everyone, they are having one special drink as their favorite. What is your favorite drink? Drink means what? It is not some any hard drink or anything. It is the soft drinks or the lemon juice which you drink when you are thirsty. Some children like mango juice. Some children like the Sprite to drink. So these are the different things that different children like to drink. So what you like to drink, you have to write it down here. Next, my favorite day of the week is. Shall I tell you my favorite day of the week? My favorite day of the week is Sunday, because I can relax and I can enjoy. But nowadays, children, as you are stuck in this pandemic and you are staying at home, for everyone, the whole days are as Sundays. You are enjoying a lot nicely at home. But now, as your classes have been started, you have to see that you go back to your studies and read and write regularly. So, one day which is your favorite? Like if you go to school also, when there is PE period for your class, that day will be your favorite period, okay? Because you will be going out to enjoy, you will be going out to play, or when you are having some dance period, or when you are having some music period, you enjoy that period. That is why you like that day the most. You will be waiting for some Thursday or some Friday to come, because you are having some particular period in that. Okay, so that which period, which day of the whole week is your favorite, you have to write it down here. Next, I like dash movies. Okay, there are different movies that different children watch. Some like to watch cartoons, some like to watch action movies. Okay, which is your favorite movie, that you have to write it down here. My favorite month is. Now, coming back to your favorite month, I know everybody's favorite month will be, of course, the month in which their birthday comes, because we can wear new dress, we can go out for a party, we can enjoy the cake. Okay, so you have to write your favorite month here. It is not like that because I like my birthday month, that is why I am saying it. You might be having some other different months. Suppose you are having the April and May month as your favorite, because you are not having school and you can go out for vacations and enjoy. So you can write that also. Which is your favorite month, you have to write it down here. The most beautiful place in my country is. Which is the most beautiful place in your country? Which you like? I like Kashmir the most, because it is really very beautiful. Some children might be having different ideas or different concepts in their mind. So you have to write which is your favorite place in the country. Okay, this was regarding the first worksheet that I have explained to you. Okay, now next. Now, this is the second worksheet, as you can see it. Okay, now this second worksheet is very, very simple. As you can see it here there is one boy, and what you have to do is, here the different parts of the body are written. You have to just pick the parts of the body and mention it in the boxes which is next to the boy. Okay children, see here, nose, toe, head, eye, hair, ear, foot, arm, mouth, hand, finger, knee, leg, shoulder. All the parts of the body are mentioned in this picture. So you have to just pick up the name and write it down where the part of the body you can see it. See it carefully, children. Okay. So this is your second worksheet, or you can say the second sheet of your worksheet. Now the third one. See this here. This is your third worksheet. Now I'll tell you what to do in this third worksheet. See this question. Search and find organs and sense words. Here a grid is given here. In this grid, what you have to do is the words, that is the sense organs and the sense words, they are given in the box here. You have to find these words in this grid. You might remember the first lesson that I taught you. In that also, I said you that I will be helping you with the first one, but next time you have to do it on your own. So here is your worksheet and you have to find out all these words in the grid that is given here. Okay, it is very simple. So you can write it down. Then the next question, fill in the blanks with the help of the words given in the bracket. Here there is a bracket, in that all the words are given, because you might learn the spelling, you might not be knowing the spelling. That is why I have given you some hints here. Okay, you have to read the sentence and which word fits there, that you have to write it down. For example, the first one, our arms and legs together are called dash. As I have explained you now also, what are our arms and legs together called as? Yes, they are called as limbs. Okay. Our dash work all the time, even when while we are sleeping. So children, tell me which organ or which part of your body works continuously even while you are sleeping? Do your eyes work? No, it gets closed when you are sleeping. We cannot see anything. Do your hand work? Can you write when you are sleeping? No, you cannot write. Then which part of your body is working continuously? It is the ears that is working continuously even while you are sleeping. Our arms bend at the dash. We do different kinds of work. We have to run, we have to play, we have to write, we have to lift something which is fallen down on the floor. So, how can the hand help us in lifting the objects which has fallen down? Because our arm, it is bending at the elbow. This is the elbow, it bends here. And because of that, we can easily pick up the different things and we can easily do work with our hands. Next, we are all dash from one another. As I said you, we are all different from one another. Everyone is unique in this world. Every person is having their special features. Then next one, our legs bend at the dash. We are able to walk, we are able to run. Why can we do it so easily? Because our legs will bend at the knee. Okay, our knees help us to bend the legs, because of which we are able to run, we are able to walk. Okay. Then next, these are the 5 fill in the blanks. You try to find out the answers from these brackets and write it down here. Then next question is write yes or no. Okay, these yes or no are very simple. I'll just read out the questions for you. You have to write the answers on your own. First one, food helps us to grow. Yes, if we don't eat food, what will be our condition? Will we be able to grow? No, we will become very thin, we will become very weak. We cannot concentrate on our studies. So, food helps us to grow overall. We see with our ears. What do we see with? You all know better. So, you have to write it down whether it is yes or whether it is no. We must eat healthy food. Okay, children, every day, what will happen if you eat pizza, burgers and drink cold drink every day? You will fall sick very easily. Okay, so to avoid this, you should eat healthy food every day. Junk food makes us healthy. As I told you now only. When you eat pizzas and burgers regularly, will it make you healthy or will it make you weak? Think and write the answer. Next, we feel things with our skin. So when the plate is hot, the teddy bear is soft, these all things we will be feeling with our skin. Yes or no? That you have to write it down. Okay, so all these three sheets, I'll be sending it to you in the PDF form. What you have to do is you have to just take a printout and try to solve it yourself. So children, your homework for today is you have to solve this worksheet which is sent you in the PDF form. Okay, you take a printout of the worksheet and then write it down. I hope so that you have understood this session, and try to watch the videos twice or thrice and then try to understand it and try to solve the worksheet. Thank you.